call me fuego. 93 like me, fire in the sheets, spending summers on the sea. It's okay though, she know way home. Better life on the day.
And we're going to be seeing where our teams land and where they are looking forward to getting most of their kills in today's games.
Oh, yeah.
So let's go ahead and check that out. We have a 5 o'clock to a 1 o'clock plane path by the looks of things tonight in game number 1. So a lot of the areas on the left-hand side of the map might actually struggle just a little bit. I'm going to go ahead and mute the alert box. Bear with me just a moment. There we go. So that shouldn't bother us too much throughout the stream. But I have to say, those 2 notifications were for follows on the Twitch channel. So thank you very much for those follows. I really do appreciate it. But we will still have those on the lobby screen, just not in-game at the moment. So let's take a look and see which teams are dropping on top of each other. If you're new to Pro Scrims, by the way, and you see a whole bunch of people... unfortunately drowning, don't worry about it. That's actually not an issue. That is simply the team coaches. And the team coaches are essentially there to spectate their own team during the game, so they kill themselves at the beginning. It's technically a 5-man team lobby. And whoa! Potential for an island finish. The first circle is over on the bottom right-hand side. Omican are going to be reasonably pleased with that, but pretty much everyone is going to be like, what on earth is going on? So we'll keep that in mind in just a second. Team Liquid a little bit further forward to the center of the circle with potential just to their north. Micah does not have a good spot. At the end of the day, as soon as they want to move past those 3 big containers, there's really not much they can do at all. Whoa, Tornado Energy and Omican getting into an absolute fist fight here. Melman taking Vashku from very close by. Yempty holding an angle, but Melman deciding not to continue pushing in on that. And that's because he knows that someone like T-Bone might have an off angle on him. Quizzy now looking for Jempty. Almost getting the spring on him. Does a bit of damage, but not enough. Melman goes down to Jempty as well, though. So Quizzy not taking him out has consequences. And they're now facing those together. Really nice 3x spray, but it won't be enough. And that's Omican finishing Tornado Energy on the southeastern side of the circle. They are definitely not out of the woods yet. And I get the feeling that some players like Ents and Blaze Esports might actually come in and sort of gatekeep all of them. Here come the Adepts, trying to sneak up onto Ents. Tundo gets absolutely wrecked for his efforts, and Furax actually simultaneously is coming under fire from the rear. That's with potential, so the Adepts getting sniped by 2 different teams here. With potential will be slowed down. Quick knock onto Nixties. Philu trying to defend at this position right now. And I have a feeling Nixties is probably going to die at this point. He does. Second frag grenade from Philu is going to come out and see to that. Watching Senya again on the edge. Still looking for a way in. Understanding that someone has taken this compound, so they're looking elsewhere at the moment. 2 members of War Kids go down to Lipson. And Laza doing work as well. The War Kids looking like they're about to go out of the game. Unfortunately, it's because there are 3 teams around them right now. Oh, Christ. What on earth are you supposed to do in this scenario? Zacher is unfortunately about to taste the wrath of insert player name here, because that is exactly everybody who is around him right now. Dwight MD is saying, isn't it a bug when you switch to a player's first-person point of view, it crashes? It's a bug, but I also have to say, for the last couple of weeks, it hasn't been a problem. It only started being a problem again today, so I don't really know why. I've been in games and I've been casting for the last couple of weeks. It's been fine. Just today it seems to have been a problem. But hey-ho. Clip gets knocked and will get rezzed by Pixel. Besiktas might have an angle on that, but they've got bigger problems right now. What are they going to do about Blaze? M-Force E-Shark getting moved up on by FaZe Clan. Absolutely destroyed as well. I think all members of FaZe that started that engagement are going to be alive at the end of it. And Gustav is their 4th. Still up at the end of the warehouse, holding this position. Making sure no one else rolls in while the rest of the team eliminate that team on the edge. Very nice positioning there from FaZe Clan. Next circle moves over to the right-hand side as well as people start moving in. And things looking okay now. Up to 10 teams remaining. Blaze Esports. I think Tempest was thinking about going there, but a couple of shots from Blaze will put paid to that. Great knock onto Tomil. Oh my god. We have an interesting mix, actually, between M4 and Beryl. Have you guys noticed? In the current meta, it seems to be very dependent on the ammo that players have. So like M4 SLR, for example, at least you've got 5.6 and 7.6. And then maybe you can see some mini Beryl combinations. That's quite interesting, actually. Kemba getting taken out by TSM. And looking like he's going to bleed out here as well, unfortunately. Senya trying their best to do something with the information being fed. But Senya and Best of Luck are not in the best position right now. TSM have got them a little bit under the thumb. Lots of smokes coming out, but that's not going to help them move out to the teammate. Vard gets the first hit onto Best of Luck and will be able to get the knock as well. Senya, the only player alive now. Kemba about to bleed out. Best of Luck at about 85 hit points. Time is running out for Na'Vi to make the impact on this game. Someone right next to him as well. Very, very close. That's Vard off to the left through the smoke. And Iroh. And that's it. Na'Vi out. Iroh will be able to take the final kill onto Senya. So Na'Vi, I think, make it into 8th place with 1 kill. Not their ideal position. They want to be seizing center a little bit more aggressively than that. But also bear in mind, this was a crazy circle for everyone to rotate into. And there were a lot of teams that were already there. Na'Vi, with a potential early rotate, might have seen some of their signature aggression take a couple of squad wipes. And this could have been a very different game. But they weren't really given that breathing room to do that this time around. We now have FaZe sandwiching a Jeemzz. And Jeemzz misses Gustav behind the tree on the right-hand side, allowing FaZe Clan, who have gotten quite a lot of kills this game, actually, to continue their domination. Both 8C and Fuzzface were downed. I'm guessing that was by Team Redline. We're on board with Michael now, pushing up with QB and Ivas. Thankfully, no island circle shift, exactly. And they'll be reporting where Uber is, so they know that at least one member is off to this side. Or do they? Do they think it's the same team? I don't know. Gustav very close to Michael right now. And Iroh actually getting the knock onto Gustav. And the finish. This makes things a little bit easier for Michael. Vex does some damage from behind. Team Redline have to think about getting into circle, and suddenly they're being pincered themselves between Blaze Esports and FaZe Clan. TSM are a little bit further to the northeast. And Iroh, well, Iroh should have a decent position. Blaze Esports up to 10 kills as well. We need to talk about them because they rotated in early. They didn't quite have the spectacular sort of plays that we saw from some of the other teams, but I have to say, they've done really, really well. And if they continue, they'll get a really nice points haul. Big southern shift on the next circle. TSM on the east side. Team Liquid in the north. Kaymind, Ibi, and Jeemzz. It looks like mxey might have fallen victim earlier on in the game. We didn't quite see how that happened, but we'll find out shortly. 12 players left alive here at the 25-minute mark. Wow, great nades from Fuzzface, taking out both Vard and I think doing a strong amount of damage to Iroh. That is going to contribute to everyone but one on the team of TSM going out of the game. It's now only Fex left. A lot of nades getting chucked out in all directions to prevent people from collapsing in on him, but we've got Team Liquid from the other side, also looking to capitalize on this position. Molly's coming out next to the tree that he's a part of. Might as well be a part of the tree at this point. Moving backwards. This brings him to, within shooting distance of Ibi and Kaymind, though. And that's a problem with both Team Liquid members peeking down from the ridge. Team Liquid also up to 10 kills now, as TSM are eliminated. 4 teams left. Potential for a good nade onto FaZe Clan here from Michael. Cooking it. Not quite long enough to do damage, unfortunately. And that alerts FaZe Clan to someone being here. Beautiful nade onto Team Redline and Michael. Only doing 27 damage. Instantly going prone. And I think the Rock managed to cover part of it. Lipson will be able to get the kill, though, after spotting where that nade was thrown. And suddenly we are into our top 3. We have FaZe Esports, FaZe Clan, and Team Liquid fighting it out. And FaZe Clan, well, to be fair, Team Liquid are the most central of these 3 teams. But there's still a lot of undulation in the hills, a lot of ground for people to hide behind. It's still anybody's game at this point. And yes, for anyone wondering, this is technically a 20-minute delay at this point, and that's only, sadly, because we crashed out of the game twice, but we're going off of Odeskin's stream, and then we'll hop straight into the next lobby, so there will be no delay for the start of the next game. I'm sorry about the technical difficulties. Hopefully, we will get that fixed in time for game number 2. I don't really know what was going on. All we can do is sort of lower the game settings and take it from there, really. So Rip spotting Jeemzz, looking to see if someone else is on the left-hand side. I don't think there will be. I don't think it will be. That's going to make Rip's life a little bit easier. I think Blaze Esports' position is actually quite good right now, to be honest. Kaymind spots and gets mxey off on the east side of the circle. And that was mxey trying to sneak up on Team Liquid, not anything else. Uber now moving back. Suddenly Uber is down to his lonesome, and FaZe Clan, one of the final 3, down to a single player. They're just going to be looking to survive to get into second place at this point. Unless Blaze and Team Liquid go out, pun intended, in a blaze of glory and only one player survives, then I don't necessarily think FaZe Clan have much of a word in this edgeways, and Uber is going to be forced out of that ridge very shortly as well, with Ibi bearing down on him. Couple of frag grenades going out now. The smokes have been spotted. It looks like the FaZe smoke wall is beginning. Ibi with some pretty nicely judged grenades. Notice how they explode at basically the perfect distance to get the edge of blue. Kaymind getting spotted by Lipson in the meantime. Lipson has had an absolute thriller of a game, it has to be said. And here comes Phase 9. That's it. That is going to be the end of the game. Everyone's going to have to move in now. Jeemzz takes the... Oh, that is so important. Lipson and Rip are so split right now that actually I think that knock puts Team Liquid firmly in a commanding position to take this game now. It's effectively a 3v1v1. And that's Uber taking down Rip, and Lipson going down now as well. So it is Uber versus the rest of Team Liquid. Game sounds are off because I'm recasting this from the Russian stream, guys. I'm very sorry about this. It's because the game kept crashing. So I'll make sure that gets fixed for game number 2. Don't you guys worry about it. In the meantime, though, we are watching 3 players from Team Liquid versus a single Uber with a broken vest. And this is going to be tremendously difficult, I think, for FaZe Clan to take. But if they do, it'll be absolutely epic. Sneaking up now on this hill with Kaymind and Jeemzz just off to the left-hand side and Ibi more off to the right. Team Liquid players staying very, very close to the center of the zone. And Kaymind has spotted Uber, and Ibi will get the final kill. That's Team Liquid with a 13-kill chicken dinner. But remember, Blaze Esports also finished this game with more than 10 kills. Right, ladies and gentlemen, that was that, and I'm going to have to rush straight in to this next game. So bear with me just...